Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do this lovely aubergine look, and we're going to be using a bunch of different palettes, and I think you are absolutely going to love it. We are going to start out with this Rockin' Republic short shader, and we're going to start out with the highlight. We're going in with Aura from the Venus palette. This palette was, I think, was one of the first grungy palettes, and I think this is one of the first palettes with the reds, and even without the reds, all those colors are absolutely fantastic. So we are going to go in now with the Refer 15, and we are going to use Cool Plum now by Natasha Denona. Now this is one of my all-time favorite colors, next to Aura, which is also in this palette. But this is just a trusty, wonderful transition, and as you can see, it blends, it goes on super easy, and it's an absolute dream. Now, this is in slow-mo. Okay, so we're using Go-Go and Vision. Vision down there is native to the new My Dream palette, and Go-Go is a creamed powder formula from the Retro palette. And I mixed the two together on the brush on this Sonia G brush, and it does sort of mute that vision a little bit, but when I swatched them together, they just made the most beautiful pinky color, and I just had to create a look with it. So I'm going in here with the inner corner, I'm packing it on the mobile lid up and through, like probably about 2/3 the way through, and it's packing on beautifully. And now we're gonna go in with Thrill, which is also native to My Dream palette, and I'm just gonna use that on my finger for the inner corner, and I'm gonna put it a little bit on that inner third of my lid also. Just kind of sweeping that onto the Vision Go-Go just a little bit. This is a beautiful color, very sparkly and kind of pinky neutral, sparkly, but just this is legitimately a thrill. This eyeshadow is a thrill. And I get down there on my lower lid a little bit, just because I like the sparkles down there. Okay, I use this color B5 from the Norvina 5 palette. I used this in one of my recent videos. I am using this with Carla Cosmetics Fix Potion because on its own it was hard to really get a good impact. And you can see, my God, look at that. With that Carla Cosmetics, it just goes on there so beautifully. I think I described this as sort of a rosy raisin in one of the videos that I did recently, and I think that definitely is accurate. But it goes on really smoothly. I'm using this, I believe this is the Chikuhodo brush. Now I'm going to use this on the Sonia G Mini Booster. We are going to go ahead and use C5, which is a matte right under that B5, and we're going to use that in the crease. And that's going to deepen the crease, and we're going to get right up there on the brow bone a little bit. So right in the crease and a little bit above the crease. And I'm going to kind of smoke that out a little bit and blending it. This is a great brush, blending it with that Mini Booster. I really like that Mini Booster. I think it's a great brush. And then I'm going back in with Cool Plum. Just right there. I'm going back in with Cool Plum with the brush that I used on the Cool Plum. I think that was the 15. Just so I can blend those together a little bit. Look how gorgeous they blend. I mean, you can't even see that transition hardly anymore. And then, okay, so here I'm going back in with the C5. So I'm kind of switching brushes. If I need more depth, then I'm going to go in with the C5, and then I'm going to blend it again with the Cool Plum. And I kind of go back and forth a little bit until I get the gradient. Yep, see I'm going back in. Until I get the gradient and the placement and the blend that I want. And I'm going in with Vision. So I am going to use the Sonia G Builder 3. Again, don't mix this up with the Worker 3. Sometimes her brushes, the names, you got to know which one you're getting. I'm doing this in slow-mo so you can kind of really see how I'm marrying those two colors, the Go-Go and the Vision with the B5, I think it's B5, yeah. Because you really don't want to see any, harsh lines there. And then I'm going back in with, well, I'm not actually going back in with the C5, but I'm going in with the B5 there. Okay. And this is a new to me palette, which I'm very excited to use, and I'm going to use this pencil brush by Chikuhodo. This is the Bobbi Brown Luxe palette, and I'm using Volcanic. It's a very sparkly purple. This is literally the first time I've dove into this palette. Dived into this palette? Dove? Dived? Let's say dived. Dove. Anyhow, you can see I am putting it on the lower lash line, and I think that's a really nice color to kind of tie everything together. And then I'm going back in with Thrill, and I'm going to use that on the Chikuhodo eye brush, the Z10. This one's a little bit softer, I think, than the other one. And I'm going to pack some more of the Thrill on and just kind of get a little bit more sparkle there and marry that a little bit with that volcano, that purple down there. Because it's such a beautiful color. And you can really see that shift. Even there you can see the shift with the Vision. Really beautiful. I'm going back in with Volcanic just to get those sparkles. And now we're going in with the Rockin' Republic. We are going in with the small shader brush. I'm gonna dry my water lines, and I'm using the Inglot Duraline with the Makeup Forever Aqua Black Cream Waterproof Cream Eyeshadow. This is a very intense creamy black liner, and I use this to darken my waterline upper and lower. I just take a dot, just a dab of that Duraline, and I put it on the brush, and that helps make this product as creamy as I need it to be. And now I'm going to use MAC Chromaline, and which I'm also lately been using this with Duraline, because Duraline it's such a wonderful product. It just the Chromaline on its own is a fabulous liner, but even with this, you can see how nice and creamy that is. I mean, it just glides on. It's super smooth, it's pigmented, and we got a little wing there. Yep. There's me jamming. I don't know what I'm jamming to. Something. And now we're going to go in with the deepest shade with the Wayne Goss 08 brush. This brush is a must-have in your arsenal. And as you can see, it's tiny. And I'm using that right above, not on top of, but right above the black Chromaline, because this is going to soften it. It does add a little bit of color, and it definitely softens that line. And I do this almost on almost all of my looks. Sometimes I do it with black, but I thought it would be nice to try that E5, that deep shade, and I think it worked. Now I'm using the brush vertically on the bottom lash line just to intensify that. And then I'm going to go over with Volcanic to get some of those sparkles back. But using that other shade before, it blended that black Makeup Forever. Gorgeous. I was so excited. I loved it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the lashes now. And I didn't even include it's a Clinique. This first base, because I always do two mascaras. I like to do the first layer of mascara, then put my lipstick on, and then go back and do the second coat of mascara. So here, see on the left eye, you can see that beautiful shift in that Vision. Amazing. And so now I'm using Blankety, which is one of my all-time favorite lipsticks. I just wanted something nice and nudie for this. And this color almost always delivers. It does always deliver. And now I'm using MAC Stone lip liner. This is a neutral lip liner. It is a bit of a grayish brown. It's kind of like a grayish. And I'm someone who really appreciates lip liner because I really like the defined look. Also, this is going to thicken my lips a little bit and kind of flesh it out where I feel like my lips are a little bit deficient or uneven right there. And I love the way that that looks. And now we're going to go back in with our Stila Magnum mascara. This is the heavy duty mascara. And this kind of, in my humble opinion, can really give you a false lash look. It's very dramatic. You get very voluptuous lashes, and it's beautiful. There's the final look. I absolutely loved it. I love the way that Go-Go and Vision look together. So even on your own, if you want to try mixing, let me know. And if you are inspired and you do these looks, will you hashtag me with RGRP Inspo and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you soon. Bye.